Today we'll be going over our brand new website and its features and functions. I'll briefly be going over the website's front end and the administration tool, which you'll have access to once you've made the purchase for the platform. We have integrated the stores with the 4over product catalog, so as of right now there may be certain items that are not available on the PrinterBridge platform, but about 95% of what is offered on 4over.com is available on the PrinterBridge storefronts. So what you currently see is the storefront homepage of our demo website, fullcolorwow.com. This is one of the themes that we have selected to showcase today. There's two different types of themes that you could actually choose from. A standard theme, which is basically what you see currently, and a premium theme, which offers widgets. You'll also have the ability to customize the website however you'd like, but you would have to hire a website designer or make the changes yourself through the admin. Unfortunately, as of right now, we do not provide customization services, so anything CSS, HTML, or JS related, you would have to do on your end. Now, we will assist you with where to make those changes, so if you have any questions on where to go in the admin, we will provide you with that information, but to make the change would be entirely on your end. Now, you can take a look at the entire product list by going to the top nav menu and selecting the Place Order button. Once you do this, you'll get a complete list of all the products that are available on your storefront. You also have the option of also adding your own custom items. So if there is an item that you would like to offer on your storefront that's not available on 4over, you could actually add that custom item through the admin and have your customers go to your storefront and place those orders. Now, obviously, for custom orders, you will not be able to push the order directly through to 4over. Only 4over items are allowed to be pushed through to us to fulfill and ship directly to your customers. Also, in regards to the items that are available on your storefront, you are allowed to remove any items that you do not use. So, for example, if I have customers not placing orders for posters and I want to remove that item off my storefront, you could actually do that through the admin. Now, the top nav menu we have customized, so you see a bunch of different tabs on here. Whenever you purchase the platform, the top nav menu you will need to update. So the items that you see up here are just placeholders until you go in there and actually update it. Okay. Now you could also add social media links, which you see at the top of the page as well. All you need to do is get your social media URL, input it in the appropriate area in the admin, and then once you do that, the link will automatically appear on your storefront. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and select the category so you can see exactly what your customer is going to be seeing whenever they try to place an order directly off your website. Now I've gone ahead and selected the business card category. On the left hand side of the screen, you'll notice the content for the business cards, and right below that an image as well. Now, we do recommend customers eventually go in there and update the information that they see on the storefront. One thing to keep in mind is whenever you purchase the PrinterBridge platform, all the information on the storefront is the same as every other customer that's purchasing the platform. So you do want to differentiate your website from other customers that are purchasing the platform as well. Now, on the right hand side of the screen, you'll notice the pricing calculator. Now, it's a fairly easy process. Your customer is basically going to go through, select their specifications, whatever it may be. And as they select their specifications, they're going to get a printing total directly off this page. Now, before I actually proceed to the second step of the order process, I'm going to go ahead and show you the online design tool, which you could access by going to a product that offers online design. So let's go over to no Spot UV, because Spot UV is not offered on our Design Online, and select Design Online and Add to Cart. Once you do this, you're going to be redirected to the Design Online, where your customer could actually select the template from whatever is available and then edit the information that's on there to process that as a job. Now, it just takes a moment for it to load. And once it does load, you're going to see this page that I currently see on my end. Now, when your customer sees that you have a tool like this readily available, they'll be more inclined to actually make a purchase off your website. Reason being, most of the customers that are visiting your website are retail customers, so they may not have designs ready to go. So instead of going to designer, requesting a design, waiting for the design to actually be built for them, and then paying for the design services, they could use your Design Online tool. When they see they have a service like this and it's fairly easy to use, they'll be more inclined to actually revisit your website and continue to place these Design Online orders. So this is a natural upsell. You're making the process very simple for them. So as you can see, I'll go in and insert a text field. I'll put for over, save text area. And once I do that, you'll see the actual text appear on the screen. And you can even add images to the design as well. Now, once you have saved the design, it will go in your design library, so they could reference that whenever they like. Now, the other feature I did want to review before I actually proceed with the order process is the EveryDoor Direct Mail feature. Now, EveryDoor Direct Mail, or EDDM, is only a service that is offered to customers in the United States. So if you are a Canadian customer, unfortunately, it's not available. So if you come to the EveryDoor Direct Mail feature, there are two different options that you could go with. So one is the print-only option, and the second is the full service. Now, with the print-only option, 4over will produce a job, will ship it to you or your customer, and then you can take care of the mailing portion later on, or you could do the full service directly off of the website. So if you select full service, then you have to choose an inbox mail date, which you could select on the calendar. Make sure you've selected your specifications. As of right now, there is no cost. Then you could proceed with selecting the routes. Once you select the routes, you could go ahead and enter a zip, city, state, or address. I'll enter a zip, and I'll search. And this is all connected to the USPS website, so the system is going to generate that specific zip code within a specific radius. So I have 1 mile, 2 mile, or 3 miles. Now I could get a little bit more specific with the routes that I'm selecting. So if I hover my mouse over the route, you'll see it does highlight blue. And as I select these routes, you'll notice on the right hand side of the screen, I get a median age, median income, median household size, the number of businesses, the number of residential homes, and the total amount of addresses. And I get a product price and a postage total on the bottom right hand portion of the screen. Now if I do want to save this route, I could do that up here, save the route for future use, and I could even see the previous routes that I've saved. Once everything is good to go, I could proceed with adding the order to the cart and fulfilling the order process. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the business cards, made sure my shopping cart is first empty. And I'm going to go through the complete order process so you can see exactly what your customer is going to be going through whenever they visit your storefront. So as you can see, my specifications have been selected, and I get a printing total on the right hand side of the screen. I'm going to go ahead and add the order to the cart, which will redirect me to the second step of the order process. Now on the second step of the order process, that's basically where you're going to upload the artwork, choose a shipping destination, and get the complete total for your job. Now I do have artwork ready to go, so I'm just going to drag and drop that onto the page, and then I'm going to select upload files. Now you'll know when your artwork has been uploaded when you see the actual artwork reflect on your screen. So those two pieces of artwork that I just uploaded, you can currently see. Now there is also a green button that says preview, prep, and improve file, so you could actually pre-flight the artwork before sending it over to the storefront owner. So whenever I do that, it'll bring up the pre-flight tool where I actually could pre-flight the artwork. Now luckily, the artwork that I submitted just right now does fit in the specifications of what I just ordered. You could see the green safe area line, you could see the red trim line. So if my artwork doesn't fit those specifications, then I could actually stretch and scale the image. So I'm just going to do that right now so you could see. Here, let's see if we can minimize it a little bit. So as you can see, when I minimize the artwork, there's a gray area around my image, right? So I'll just keep going, So in case, let's just say I uploaded artwork that doesn't fit the specifications of what I ordered, I'm going to see a gray area around here. So I know, okay, the artwork that I uploaded is not the proper size. So at that point, I could actually scale the image, stretch it out, and now it's back to fitting the specifications of what I ordered. Once everything is good to go, you could proceed to the next file and then select OK to print because the artwork is good to go. And now I could proceed with the order process. Now, the pre-flight tool does check for bleed and safe area. However, let's just say your customer submits artwork in RGB. The system will convert it to CMYK. However, if the order does go to print, it may not print out properly. So it's still up to you as a storefront owner to double check the artwork before you push the order through to 4over. Now, once you've done that, you could go ahead and give it a job name or PO. We can select the shipping method. And as you can see, I have multiple methods available. Wanted to mention, as storefront owners, you could disable any shipping method that you'd like. So let's say I wanted to remove next day shipping by 5 p.m. I could actually remove that shipping method through the admin. You could also apply a markup to the shipping method as well. Now, also keep in mind, if you are pushing the order through to 4over, it will go through 4over's UPS account. Once everything is set, I could go ahead and save the shipping info. If I have a coupon and promo code, I could actually enter it here to apply the discount. And once I've done that, I could proceed with checking out. At this point, I'm going to be redirected to the third step of the order process where I select the payment method. Now, whenever I do that, you'll see I have a few different options. I have credit card, check, pay later, purchase order, and what's not listed is also PayPal. Now again, as storefront owners, you have the option of enabling or disabling any type of payment method that you'd like. So if you'd like the transaction to be made directly off your website, you'd have to go with credit card. And if you do select credit card, you actually have to get a merchant account from one of the 5 providers that we accept, which would either be Moneris, Merchantware, Converge, Braintree, or Authorize.net. You could also go with regular PayPal. Do not get that confused with PayPal Pro, and use that as well. If you do select PayPal, the transaction will actually occur on the PayPal website. So if I select PayPal, I'll be redirected to the PayPal website where I'll make the transaction. Once the transaction has been made, I'll be sent back to the storefront to complete the order process. Now, if I do select an option like check, pay later, or purchase order, where the actual transaction isn't being made online, you'll have to give your customer an override code, which allows them to push the order through. So if a transaction isn't being made online, you want to provide them this override code, which I'll enter right now, which will allow me to push the order through, and then at this point, you'll receive the order on your admin. If your customer would like a SMS or text notification, they could actually check off this box right here and enter their mobile number. And once the order is fulfilled, they're going to receive a text message notifying them of that. Then they're going to agree to the terms and conditions and then check out. Once they check out, they're going to be redirected to the 4th step of the order process, which at this point they'll receive a notification that says you've successfully completed your order and receive an order number as well. Now, before I actually proceed over to the admin, I did want to show you one more area of the front end, which is your customer's dashboard, the profile dashboard. This is where your customer would actually manage their account information. So I'm just going to be going through a few of the tabs in this section. If you'd like, later on, you could actually register for our demo website, fullcolorwow.com, and play around with the things I'm reviewing today. Now, the first area that I did want to review is the Orders and Jobs tab. Now, the Orders and Jobs tab basically shows you all the orders that you've placed with the storefront. I could place reorders directly off this page. So that's actually a cool tool for your customers to utilize. Whenever they select reorder job, they're not actually going to have to go through the order process again. The system is automatically going to grab the previous information from the order specifications, including the artwork, and then process it as a new job. All your customer is going to have to do is basically pay for the job online. Also, let's say your customer is on a terms account, or maybe they owe you for a job. When they come to this page, they're going to see their total outstanding balances, and they could pay for the entire balance directly off this page. Moving on, we have the quotes tab. And the quotes tab is basically for custom estimates or custom quotes. So anything that is not available on your storefront that your customer would like, they could actually submit a quote, and then you could actually let them know if you can offer that service or not, and then actually provide them a cost for that job. So again, anything that is not offered on your website, your customer can request a quote. Then we have the My Designs tab, which is where all the Design Online artwork would be stored that your customer saved, so they could reference it over here. So that design that I made is actually right over here, the first one. Then there is the My Storage area, and the My Storage area is the area of the admin or storefront where your customer could basically store artwork for future use. Or maybe you created artwork for your customer that you want them to utilize. You could actually log into their account, upload the artwork over here, and the next time your customer logs in, they could download it and use that for their next job. Then we have the contact and billing info tab, which is pretty straightforward. Your customer's contact and billing information, the shipping addresses, all the destinations that your customer is planning on shipping an order to. Manage credit cards, which are the credit cards that they're planning on using for purchasing orders on your storefront. And that will pretty much sum up this section. So again, if you guys would like, you could register for the demo website and go through all these additional sections that we didn't review today. Now at this point, we're going to switch over to the storefronts admin, which is what you currently see on your screen. Now I'll just start my way at the top and work my way down and go through the different sections. Now the first section that we're going to go over is the system messages section. The system messages section is basically an area of the admin where you receive important messages from the PrinterBridge team. So any updates regarding the platform, maybe we've added a product or we've removed something, you'll get a notification from us in this area. So we do tell our customers to periodically check this section for any important updates from our team. The next area that we're going to be reviewing is the home dashboard section, which you could access by going to main menu, then select home dashboard. Once you do this and the home dashboard section appears, this is an area of the admin where you could see jobs that were placed for that specific day that you're on. So that order that I just placed on Full Color Wow is actually right over here. And once I select that job number, I could begin updating the job. Now you're allowed to actually edit the job information directly off this page. If your customer placed an order incorrectly, you could go in here and update it. You can scroll down. You could actually download your customer's pre-flighted artwork. If they have not pre-flighted, you could actually pre-flight directly off this page. You can update the job status, which you will need to do before you push the order through to 4over. You need to actually change the job status to pre-press. Make sure the artwork is pre-flighted, and at that point you could actually push the order through to 4over. Moving on, there is also a memo to customer section. So you could email the customer directly off the actual order page. So we do have templates for the most common instances readily available. So for example, wrong file type, resolution, or incorrect dimensions. So for the most common things we see, we have added templates. You are also allowed to insert your own templates that you could just go back and use, so you don't always have to type that information over and over again. Moving on, the next area of the admin we're going to go over is the user role section. Now, the user role section is an area where you could add employees and sales reps to a specific role. So depending on the role that you assign an employee, they will have limited access to your admin. So later on in the demo, we're going to be going over to the sales rep role. And then you're going to see how my access differs from the sales rep access. So currently I am on the administrator role, so I have full access to do whatever I'd like with the website. Obviously, you wouldn't want a sales rep to be able to go into your admin and customize a website, so they will not have that type of access. That access will go to the CMS role or the administrator role, which I'm on. Okay. Now, moving on, the next area that we're going to be reviewing is the Storefront CMS section. And the Storefront CMS section is where you do any and all customizations to your website. Now, we're going to be reviewing certain aspects of it. Again, we're not going in detail. We have trainings on these whenever you do make the purchase on the platform. Now, the first area under CMS features that we're going to be reviewing is the branding section. Now, in the branding area, this is where you would upload your logo and your favicon. So as you can see, this is the logo on our demo website, and this is also the favicon. So if I go back to the demo website, there is the logo. Then we have the image slider area, where you could update the rotating banners on your website. And this is a fairly easy process. You just go to add new slide. You could give it a slide title, slide description. You could add a hyperlink to the slide and update the positioning as well. And we do provide specifications on how we need the artwork on this page, on the logo page, and for the favicon as well. Moving on, the next area that we're going to be reviewing is the theme settings section. Now, I did mention earlier in the demo that there are two different types of themes that you could actually select, a standard theme and a premium theme. This is where you would actually come to make the update for your theme. Not only that, there are a few different types of changes that you can make on this page as well, whether it be updating the product page layout where the pricing calculator appears, the home page layout where I want the sidebar. I could update the header layout. I could update the font colors, the background colors of the storefront. So there are certain types of changes that you can make without having to know any type of customization skills. So our demo website, as you could see, I'm just going to come back so you could see the home page again. All the changes that have been made to this page have been done without any customization skills, so no coding was involved. Now, later on, you may want to go past what's offered on the storefront. So again, you will need to hire a designer or make the changes yourself. And now, if you'd like to see a few of our customers that have actually customized their websites that have allowed us to actually showcase their websites, feel free to email us at info@printerbridge.com and we will send you that information. Now, moving on, the next section that we're going to be reviewing is the catalog section. Now, the catalog is where all the categories are located. So all the categories that you saw on the storefront, from business cards, adhesive, vinyl, all of those are listed over here. Now, you could disable categories and products directly off this page. So if I wanted to disable the business card category so no one could place a business card order, I could do that right over here. I can manage price markups using the mass adjust tool, so I could do a global markup or apply a markup on a category by category basis. I could do that all through this area. If I wanted to add a custom product, I would also do it on this page by coming to the inactive list and seeing if I have a custom item that I would like to add. Like, for example, large format printing or 18-ounce two-sided vinyl banners. Those are custom items that customers have requested for us to add. These are inactive items. So if you would like to activate one of these items, you may do so and then actually start building the item out so your customer could place that order. So if I enable this category, it may appear on my storefront, but my customer will not be able to place an order. So you're still going to have to work on the order. Again, that's not something that we review in this demo. We do provide tutorials on how to create a custom item. Moving on, the next area that we're going to be reviewing is the contact section. Now, the contact section is where you can actually see a list of all the customers that have registered with your site. I can actually log in as customers directly off this page. If I'd like more insight on that specific customer, I could actually select their name and it'll take me directly to that customer's account so I could see when they registered, where the customer is located. I could see the orders that they've placed with my company and other general information regarding their account. Now, for some of you who currently have a website and are worried about migrating your customer list over to the PrinterBridge platform, you could actually do that by importing it using a CSV file. Now, so as long as you have your customer list in a CSV file format, we actually do provide the format on this page. You could actually import that customer list into your PrinterBridge platform. Now, all the customers on that list will automatically receive an email letting them know that they've been registered for the new storefront and to update their password for their account. So it's a fairly easy process. Now, the last section I wanted to go under contacts is the contact blast section. You can actually send a contact blast to all the customers that are registered on your storefront. So it says send to internal customers. So any mass email that you want to send, you could do it through this area. Moving on, the next area we're going to be reviewing is the orders and quotes area. Now, if you remember a little bit earlier, we just went over the home dashboard, which shows you orders that were placed on that specific day that you're currently on. Now, if I come to the orders and quotes section, I could actually filter out orders by different statuses. So if I did forget the order number, but I remember the status of an order, I could, for example, go to the pre-press status or go to the in production status. And then the system will automatically generate those statuses within a specific date range, which I have selected right over here. So all those statuses within this date range appear right here on my screen. So if I am looking for a job, I could find it, see the status of the job, and see if I need to work on it. Moving on, the next area that we're going to be reviewing is the coupons area. I did also mention earlier in the webinar that you are allowed to use coupons. Now, I'm not going to get too in-depth on this section because it's a fairly straightforward process. So I'll just start at the first few options. So the first option you see over here says coupon code. What is the code that my customer is going to have to enter to apply the discount? Then we have the discount. Is it going to be a dollar amount or a percentage amount? Minimum subtotal required. How much do they have to spend to apply the discount? And so on. Fairly easy process. Also, once I've added the coupon, if I want, I could actually go and check all the coupons that I have valid. So all the coupons that I've added, I could see over here. So these are my active coupons. I could even see my expired coupons that I issued previously. Moving on, the next area we're going to be reviewing is the reporting section. Now, there are several different types of reports available to you as admin owners. Just to get general information regarding your storefront, I'm only going to be reviewing the best sellers report. And the best sellers report, again, is straightforward. It shows you the best selling items on your storefront. And once I come to this page, as you can see, it gives you the category name. So I know business cards are the best selling item on my storefront. So that's for the category. And also it gets a little bit more specific, which giving you the actual product. So for example, business cards, 2x3.5, 14-point business cards with full UV on front only, no UV coating on the back. That is the actual product. That's the best-selling business card product that is on my storefront. So again, there's different types of reports, give you some general information regarding your storefront that you may actually utilize. Moving on, the next area we're going to be reviewing is the shipping tab. And when I come to this page, there's going to be a drop down that I could select, and I'm going to go down to the area that says shipping. Now, this is the area of the admin where I could actually enable or disable shipping methods. Now, you're only going to be looking at the UPS section, not the FedEx ones below. If I would like to disable a shipping method, what I would do is come to the disabled column and then select the drop down and go to yes. So if I select yes, it means yes, it would be disabled. If I select no, that means no, it will not be disabled. I could also apply a flat price to the shipping method. So for example, ground shipping, if I want it to be $10 flat. So whenever anyone on my storefront selects ground shipping, they're only going to see a flat cost of $10. Also, you can apply a markup on this page as well, whether it be a floor percentage markup, floor dollar markup. I don't get into this during the demo, but we do have tutorials and instructions on how to apply a markup in that fashion. Now also, you'll notice when I select this drop down, I'm going to see a few different other options like free local delivery and then pickup. Now, for free local delivery and pickup, those are services that you would offer to your customer. Those are not services that 4over would offer to your end users. So if you do want to offer free local delivery, you would have to deliver it to your customer. If you do want to offer pickup, you would have to have your customer pick it up from your location and not a 4over location. Now, you also may be wondering, okay, if I have a couple out-of-state customers, I don't want them to have an option to select local pickup or free local delivery. Now, the cool thing with the platform is you could actually restrict it by postal codes and only put local postal codes, so only those customers will see those specific methods available. Okay, so if someone is out of that postal code area, they will not see local pickup and they will not see local delivery. But again, that's up to you if you want to offer those types of services. Now, moving on, the last section that we're going to be reviewing is the sales rep section. Now, the sales rep section is an area where you can create sales rep profiles and then build those profiles. And the sales rep can provide a unique link, which you can see right here, to end users. And once that end user registers using that link, they'll automatically be associated with that sales rep unless you, as an admin owner, assigns that customer to another sales rep. Now, as admin owners, you could set the commission rates as well. However, you would have to divvy out their commissions offline. You would not be able to do it through the admin. And also, you could check sales rep stats to see how well your sales reps are doing. Now, I did mention when we were in the user roles section, depending on the role that you assign an employee, they will have limited access. So, for example, I'm going to be switching over to the sales rep role. And as you can see, the options that I had available earlier are no longer available. So I only have whatever pertains to the sales rep available to me. So for example, I have the contact section, but those are only contacts that sales rep has brought in. I have orders and quotes. Those are only the orders and quotes that those contacts of that sales rep have made. Then I have reports that only pertain to the sales reps and his customers. And I also have access to edit my profile. Now, that actually pretty much sums up the demo. If you've not done so already, if you go to printerbridge.com, we do have our pricing structures listed on this page. All you have to do is go to the pricing tab. And once you do that, you'll see the two different options that you have available. So you could either go with the monthly plan, which is $99 a month for a full 12-month period. You do sign a contract and are required to pay $99 a month for the entirety of the 12 months. After that, you move to a month-by-month basis, which means you can cancel at any point in time. You also have the annual plan available as well, which you would pay $1,188. And then with that scenario, you'd receive an additional 2 months on top of that for free. So 14 months for the cost of 12. Now, if you do have any questions, feel free to email us at info@printerbridge.com. All questions need to be directed there. Once you do purchase the platform, you will gain access to our support platform specifically for our PrinterBridge customers, and that's where we have all our tutorials available and different demos and FAQs to assist our customers with actually having a storefront go live and actually maintaining the storefront. So thank you for reviewing this demo, and again, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@printerbridge.com.